Hi, boys and girls. So, we are at the start of a brand new cycle, a learning cycle. So, at school, we go in 3 week cycles and we learn new things each 3 weeks. So, this is the beginning of a new cycle. We are in cycle 2A, which to you guys that is not super important, but to me, we are in 2A. And the standard that we will be working on is on your screen in front of you. And it's a whole bunch of words, and it's a lot for our brains to take in. So we like to go over what we call I can statements. And these I can statements really take the standard that I'm talking about that I haven't read yet. It's right here, all these big words. Takes the words in the standard and it breaks them down so that the students, you guys, can understand them better. So, your standard this week has to do with area and perimeter. And you might remember what area and perimeter are because in third grade, we learned about area and perimeter. So, your I can statements this week, I have changed them a little bit to make more sense. So, I'm going to show you them. And I changed the words I can to I will learn. So basically, these I can statements, these are what you should be able to say or what you should be able to do by the end of our 3 week cycle. And we'll go over that when we get there and when it's time for the end of the cycle. But for now, I'm going to read you your I can statements. And like I said, I changed them up a little bit. So just listen and you will hear. So your first one is right here. It says, I will learn how to solve real-world problems by applying the area and perimeter formulas for rectangles. So you might be like, what did you just say, Miss Helton? So this first one is saying that we are going to be able to solve problems by using the formula for area and perimeter. So you might not remember those formulas, and that's okay. I don't expect you to remember them, so I'm going to reteach them to you. Or if you haven't been taught them before, I'm going to teach you the formulas to find the perimeter of a shape and the area of a shape. Let's move on to our next I can't statement, and I will learn how to explain that the area of a rectangle is additive. So that one might be a little bit tricky to understand as well because you might not know what area is and you might not know what the word additive means. And that's okay because you will learn how to explain those things. So your next I can statement, I have said on your screen, I will learn how to find the area of complex shapes by decomposing them into smaller rectangles, finding their area, and then adding them back together to solve real world problems. So you might just be a little overwhelmed by these I can statements, but I wanted to tell you what you will know how to do by the end of this cycle and the things that you will learn to do. So remember, we're working with area and perimeter this week and in the next 2 weeks as well. But these are your I can statements. I will post them each day for you so that you can go over them and we will go over them together.